tip number 1, I think something that gets confused with women of all ages is not to wash your kitty with soap. And of course, you need to wash it with soap. Nobody's telling you not to wash it with soap. Come on.
Some people don't though. Like some people purposely just like use a wet water bag, which that's your own preference because your vagina naturally cleans itself. But for the people that have to like, you know, like just use a little soap around there,
that's fine. And I think honestly, I'm gonna tell you guys, I did test that out. So for a week, I just used a wet rag and I washed it. But it honestly, there was no difference from how it smelled previously when I was using soap. And when we say you don't use soap on your kitty, we mean up your kitty.
Yeah, like don't use it in. People get confused. Use it on your, it's really hard to explain it because like everyone has different like forms and shapes of the kitty. It's basically like you wouldn't want to take soap and finger yourself. That's the best way I can try to make it PG. You don't want to finger yourself like in there. You want to wash the surface and around and kind of like the inside, but not in where the male part goes in. Does that make sense, ladies? Please don't actually put soap in there. First of all, it will burn. I'm gonna let you know that right now. That will burn, so please don't try it. And 2, it is just not, soap shouldn't even be in there, so the fact that you're putting it all the way up in there, it's gonna throw everything off no matter what soap you use.
And since we're on the topic of soap, you have to keep the soap that you do use consistent. Like if somebody's doing the grocery shopping in your house and then next week is a different person, make sure that they're buying the same soap if they're buying it for everybody. Now if you buy your own soap, cool, you know what soap to get, but make sure it's consistent.
Yeah, don't get Dove and then 2 weeks later try to get like some cranberry strawberry dial soap like that. It's just gonna throw everything. It's gonna throw all your pH balance off.
And also personally, if all these main commercial, like, you know, the popular soaps isn't working for you, I would say explore some natural soaps or some nice non-scented soaps.
And it's crazy because it really is, your kitty really has a mind of its own. Like Dove on me, like just the unscented one, like the original Dove, works good on me, but
not for me. Not for me. I don't know why, but my kitty hates Dove and it totally rejects it, even though I'm not putting it up there, even though it's only on the outside.
That's the thing.
It hates it.
Your kitty could really reject things. It could reject a man's you know what soap. For like, she uses black African soap, right? I never tried that. Honestly, that's really that's probably more natural. So if you guys are scared or you guys are noticing things are going wrong down there, you know, try maybe like either one and see which one works best for you.
Now black African soap is not for everybody. I have friends who have reacted really bad from it, but it's the most natural soap that I know of. And if you don't want to go down the natural route, then try something that's non-scented. Also, something that just popped into my head is being rough when you're washing it. When you're washing your kitty and you're being rough with it, it could also, I don't want to say mess up your pH balance, but it could irritate down there.
It can irritation.
And like I personally like to use a rag, and you know, if a rag is too rough for you, you can just use your hands when cleaning down
I
there.
use my hand. I feel like it gets it cleaner.
So it definitely depends on your level of sensitivity, but also make sure you're not being too rough, because irritation could also, you know, go into like a number of different problems. So make sure you're being gentle when you're cleaning down there.
So tip number 2 is don't wear tight clothes. Tight clothes will really, honestly, it's probably a really fast way or like easier way to get a BV or a yeast infection. A BV is a bacterial virus.
I don't know what the B stands for.
Me either, but I know it's a bacterial, like, I don't know if it's infection, but it's like it's basically like a yeast infection if you want like a comparison. So let's just go with yeast infection. Wearing really tight, especially tight jeans, ladies, please. Like, it's okay to wear nice jeans that fit your butt good, but like, you know, like when your jeans, you can see like the shape of your the JJ, like that's how you know when it's too tight. It should not be fitting like leggings. See the outline of every detail. You don't want to wear it tight, especially, and also if you're thick too. Like, don't wear tight stuff. It's not good. You're not letting it breathe. I'm a big believer in letting the kitty breathe. I don't sleep with underwear. I try to sleep with like grandma dresses. I like to let everything breathe. I let my titties hang. I don't care. It's my time to sleep and have in peace. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's really, you feel really different when you let it breathe. Like when I sleep with panties for my period, because please wear panties when you have your period. Yeah. Okay, that's the exception. It just feels bad. Like I just feel so closed in, and it's like, I don't know about you guys, but like, and then you have all these covers, and then you sweat. It's just, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't know. I like sleeping with breeze.
And it's okay. Like, I understand for girls on the thicker side, when we wear tighter clothes, it really defines us. It makes us look good, but don't do it on a daily basis. Yeah. You know, because
at least like pants wise, like tight dress, whatever. Like you're not really wearing nothing like that's like going almost like touching that. It's kind of, that's why you shouldn't wear tight.
And if you want something that really like, you know, makes your booty look good, just go with some leggings.
I was just gonna leggings, because leggings are breathable if you know, if you get them the right size.
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing I'm going to say might be a little too graphic, so I'm going to try to say it in the best way I can. For males, ladies, you guys, you know, if you have a boyfriend, you should know if he is circumcised or not circumcised, okay? Or uncircumcised. If he is uncircumcised, which means he has
a hoodie.
Okay. Make sure, I don't know what kind of talk you want to have, but just make it clear that he needs to pull back the foreskin and wash it very well, because that is the biggest thing that will get you a yeast infection if they have bacteria there, because it's dirt. You're putting dirt inside you and messes up your whole pH balance. It throws it off, and you will 9 times out of 10 get a yeast infection. I'm telling you that right now.
And that goes for anything that's going up in there.
Yeah.
Like
even if they are circumcised, they need to take a bath, or at least like, you know, water it or like something every day. They have to take care of it. Yeah. This one is for boys and girls. Please trim.
Oh yes. Because I don't know if I feel like everybody knows this. Your skin is just much cleaner. It looks cleaner. It feels better when there's no hair there. Hair it's an automatic. You know, it picks up dirt. It keeps dirt from going closer to your skin. It's literally a protection. Your hair is there for protection against, you know, many different things. But when it's down there, it literally just clings on to dirt until it's cleaned. And even after it's clean, it's not guaranteed that the hair is, you know, doesn't have the dirt there anymore. But definitely make sure your kitty or, you know, your penis is trimmed or fully bald. Cause I like the bald, going down the bald route. What do you say, route or route? Route. I like going down the bald route because honestly that's just what I prefer. And I honestly hate shaving, but sometimes, you know, nobody has $50 to get freaking waxed all the time, but definitely I like to get waxed because the hair stays gone for literally a month, and that is just so amazing. When I shave, it comes back 2 to 3 days. It's so bad. 2 to 3 days. I probably shave it, come back 8 hours later. Not even 2 days. I wish it was 2 days. It comes back like that. So make sure, like, if you don't have money to be getting waxed all the time, make sure it's at least trimmed or shaved to the best of your ability. But hair,
but you know some guys like the girl to have a little bit of a bush. Like, I know there's some guys that like that.
Some guys do like that, and that's cool, but also that's
cool. That's cool, yeah. Yeah.
But you know, I'm a bald eagle, you know what I mean? But so I honestly don't. I like my shit. I don't know.
Imagine some guys just like, grow it out.
Do you know?
Grow it out. Look at him like.
If you're a girl who actually prefers, you know, we're not bashing anybody, but if you prefer,
it's just funny because we're not like that, but we don't care.
If you actually prefer hair down there, just make sure that when you clean your kitty, you're also cleaning the hair. Like, you're also like shampooing.
Yeah, basically. Like, literally, you want to kind of like
condition shampoo.
Fuck around and put like a little braid with it.
Bring your shit back, you know.
Do the Meek Millies on it. No, we're assholes. Like this. We're assholes. Oh my god.
No, let me find a picture. Meek Mill braids on the kitty.
Literally.
Lacy material, like thongs. That's not good to wear every day. It's very,
like a little special moment.
Yeah.
A little
Try
moment.
to wear cotton panties. Like
cotton panties all the way. Period.
All the time, because it soaks up your discharge. It soaks up everything that your kitty is pushing out. It soaks it up. So when you wear things that are lacy, it's not really soaking up whatever your kitty is pushing out.
Or even silk.
Yeah. So it's like sort of just sitting there.
Also, let me show you something, ladies. There are lace panties, but the actual like vagina panties.
Yeah.
Let me show
like
you.
the
Yo, I was gonna fall my ass.
Like the padding that actually touches against your kitty is still cotton.
So this is sheer and it has lace. Let me show you, ladies. This is new, by the way, so don't even try me. I haven't even worn these yet. So you see how there's sheer and there's lace around where the butt and like the outer vagina is. But when you go inside, there is cotton right here. This is like the cotton part, right? This is cotton, right?
Yeah, that's the part. So I've actually seen like a lot of lacy panties starting to have this,
which is really convenient because I think people are starting to notice like this is super important. This is what she's talking about. It soaks up all the discharge and anything like that. This is key. And if you do wear panties to sleep, it better be cotton.
Yeah, and it honestly, better be cotton. It's not good to wear like if it doesn't have that little part where it is cotton and you are just wearing that, like if it instead of the cotton it's lacy material, that's not good because everything that your kitty is pushing out has nowhere to go. So it's just sitting there. So yeah, I just thought of that because honestly I had a bad experience with that. I actually just did I modeled for New York Fashion Week and it was a 16-hour fashion show. It went overtime. I didn't go home till like 2 o'clock in the morning. But throughout the whole day, I decided to wear thongs, lacy thongs. And from that experience, I ended up getting a yeast infection because the entire day I had lacy thongs on and I was doing so much running around, trying on different clothes, doing everything that the sweat and the discharge had nowhere to go. It had nowhere to go.
Kind of putting the bacteria back inside.
Yeah, so it just had nowhere to go. So I ended up getting a yeast infection from wearing a thong for 16 hours plus. And I'm not afraid to share that story because
a lot of girls, and they say most times out of your lifetime you're gonna catch at least one. So and then obviously if you don't kind of like go by the tips we were saying, you probably will get more than one in your lifetime. Yeah, and it's also very common. So
and also don't be afraid if you know that you're the type to produce a lot of discharge throughout the day. Bring an extra pair of panties with you. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to be like, I know my body and I know how much of my kitty pushes out throughout the day. Maybe halfway through the day I'm gonna just switch my underwear. Don't be afraid to switch your underwear halfway through the day.
Yeah, always bring a backup. Also, with that said, if you have a BV or a yeast infection, I'm not really sure for BV, I'm not going to say it, I know that for a fact, but for a yeast infection, you want to make sure it's that because there's a lot of other like STDs that can be confused for a yeast infection. So if you know it's specifically that, like you've gotten one before and you have the same symptoms, like you basically know it's a yeast infection, there are over-the-counter medicines. The biggest one, obviously, if you guys don't know, is Monistat. Get a Monistat or an off-brand Monistat. They go from 7 days to 3 days to 1 day. 1 day is probably the most expensive one, but like you just, if you know a Monistat, you kind of just insert it up. You use like a big ball of medicine. You insert it and basically what it does is that it drips back out the medicine, so it'll probably take a whole day for that to come out. You're gonna have to probably wear a pad or a panty liner, but I'm just saying that because a lot of girls are not educated on that and sometimes they kind of freak themselves out. And honestly, a yeast infection in the society we live in, guys make it look like something like, a lot of girls get it. So please know how to treat it, because when you don't treat it, you can also put your partner at risk or whoever you're having sexual intercourse with. And it's just bad for you. You can stink. You can make your discharge way thicker. It's just you might as well just get it treated right away, because you can literally just go to the drugstore and pick it up.
Or to save yourself, just know how to prevent it. So start from there. Start from the tips where we just said in the beginning, and you can help prevent it. So that is basically it for all the tips in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. We didn't get everything we wanted to, so if you guys want a part 2 with me and Sabrina, just let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!